Make a motion that we pay 50% back.
I second that. Two, one. Okay.
Alright, thank you.
Okay. Grant, welcome.
Thank you for having me. I apologize. I was over at the coffee house, and food looks good, but I think I was half an hour early, and then I went over there, and now I'm 10 minutes late. I'm not sure, so I apologize that I'm.
No, I think I got some things wrong too, so I know you and me totally.
But thank you for having me, and
Well, screwed up. Looking for an attorney to represent the town, of course, and I think you've got a feel for what we do. Pretty standard stuff that the general would do.
I know Rita had been the attorney. How long has Rita been the attorney?
About 6 years.
6 years. And who preceded her?
Washington, what did you say?
What was that?
Oversight,
Okay.
I don't know.
So what are you needing? I mean, I know you have, at a minimum, you have 2 meetings a month or 1 meeting a month? One meeting a month. What's the standard? It's on the first Monday,
third Monday.
the third Monday of the month. And you have a lot of ordinances. You have utilities.
Right.
That's probably a big deal. You have town marshal.
Utility issues are fairly
Limited.
resolved. We don't have any new things much coming. Once in a while, these small insignificant question about
We have a new water plant, wastewater plant that's about to begin, which is part of the concern about retaining an attorney as quickly as we can. We have wastewater issues we're going to be working through as far as drainage, zoning, annexations.
Okay. And I'll just say this, on certain things, I may have not direct conflicts with the town of Odon, but there may be issues where there could be an appearance of conflict or appearance of impropriety. For example, probably something like annexation. And I'll actually have to check on that, but you're not going to have a problem with the county on an annexation matter or a zoning matter for that reason, for that matter. But I'll probably have to check, assuming I get hired and assuming I accept the job, because there's overlap there. I just don't want there to be an issue where town's upset with the county or the county's upset with the town, and I just want to be, above the fray so that there's no gray areas in that. And I want to give full effort to the town when I'm working for the town, and full effort to the county when I'm working for the county. And
Can you serve as advisory when there seems to be the overlap, just advises?
Possibly. We had, let's see, on a few issues where I represent county agencies, and I also represent the county at large, so like the commissioners, there are times where there could be issues. I actually asked the county to hire another attorney for the Board of Zoning Appeals because I was already the attorney for the Advisory Plan Commission, which is sort of the BZA is an appeals level. The Advisory Plan Commission here, the BZA hears appeals of some of the decisions that I would make, so I don't want to be on both sides of that because they're going to get the same answer, right? You're going to be like, yeah, that was right the first time, right the second time. So I suggested to them that they hire someone else, and that was Jeff Norris on the BZA side. He goes to all those meetings, and I essentially stay out of it. Advisory, maybe, but typically if you have a conflict, you tend to stay out of it, generally speaking, because you don't want people to, you don't want people to say, well, he did that because, he was trying to help the county out there. He was trying to help the town out there against the county. I just don't want either side to think that, because whoever I'm working for, they're going to get full devotion, not just, I want you guys to have full confidence in me, but I want the county, when I'm working for them, to know that they can trust me and rely upon what I'm telling them, that it's in their best interest, in my opinion. It may not be, but in my opinion it is. I don't want them to think, well, he does work for the town as well, so. You guys wouldn't be left high and dry. Certainly there are a lot of capable people. We would just have to figure out what that looked like and cross that bridge when we came to it. But I do try to be very conscientious about not doing something that would appear that I'm, I don't want to muddy the waters, I guess is what I'm saying. I am interested in the job, very much so. I am putting in an office in the near future, right up here. So, we will be just around the corner. I don't know how much time I'll spend there, but that'll be right there on Main and, what is this, Spring? Right at the corner of Main and Spring, where Randy used to be. And so, and there's a gal where she took the bar last week. That's a new associate from North Davis. She's from Plain.
Yes, she graduated my daughter.
McKee, yeah, Abby. She's really good. She worked in my office last year. So she will probably, she doesn't know this yet, but she'll probably be up there, at least a day a week. We'll just have to staff it as it makes sense. So we do a lot of work with people in the northern part of the county. It's got a warm spot in my heart. I do a lot of municipal work, and I enjoy it. There's a lot of, there's a lot of crossover. If you represent the county, then you have a general concept about open door laws and meeting propriety and stuff like that. And I just like, you guys don't know me, but I do like to do the same thing the same way every time. I don't like a lot of guesswork, but just a good process the same way every time.
You're Eleanor's counsel, aren't you?
I am the town attorney for Elnora. They don't do a lot, to my knowledge. I helped them a couple years ago on an issue, but I have not. I don't know that I've even been to a meeting since then. So
That was my next question.
yeah. But I know that they would like me to come to certain things or work on their deferral program, I believe. But we haven't really had the same sit down like you guys are doing here. I just heard about it kind of third hand that, you were hired for town of Elmore. Good news.
We're considering, in the future, you mentioned annexation, and that's would be a big thing looming out there. The scope of it,
And what would the purpose of the annexation, what's that going to be,
increased revenue. They haven't annexed here for quite some time.
When was the last time?
Parkview was that, had to be
Finished.
redone.
I think it's finished.
Yeah, it got completed.
That's for him to be done, is parking to be finished.
You only have one shoe.
So Parkview would get annexed and then down 58, or?
Parkview was done, but it wasn't properly recorded at the end.
Okay.
Actually, there's no income to us from Parkview.
But they're also, are they a for-profit, non-profit? Did they get any, did they pay a lot of taxes?
None that I know of. It's non-profit, but now, there's a chance there could be some development some land between there, and there'd be an incentive for the town to spend money to annex them. But the reason they wanted annexation was so that they could qualify for Duke Energy, as opposed to